Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So, I want to talk about this. This is important. This is part of the No Matrix. I don't just go all into the No Matrix content because I got a book that I getting ready to start. Like, I was waiting for some other stuff to transpire in my life, and I'm still waiting on a couple other things before I get this book published about escaping the Matrix. Now, but we gonna get into some of that. We get into little bits and pieces of it. So, what I want to do on this video is I'm going to ask you the question and then I'm going to answer it. The question is, do you care what people think of you? Do you care what people think of you and how much? And who? Who do you care what they think of you? I'm going to show you when you should care, who you should care, and how much you should care. When you should care, who you should care, and how much you should care. Let's start with relationships, because we talk about the relationships and stuff a lot. Until these women establish themselves as something meaningful to you, you shouldn't care what none of them think. You shouldn't care if they think you broke. You shouldn't care if they think you ugly. You shouldn't care nothing they think, because they ain't nothing to you. When they become something to you, then you still shouldn't care too much, but maybe a little. Anybody that's doing right by you, you should care at least a little bit. A pinch, what they think. When they doing right by you. When they not doing right by you, I don't care who they is, they could be your own parents. You shouldn't care. If your parents saying you gonna be a loser, you ain't gonna never be nothing in life, you shouldn't care what they talking about, and you should try to prove them wrong. See, sometimes we do need to prove people wrong. We do. So, in terms of relationships, with a woman, you shouldn't care what she think until she means something to you. And everything negative she say to you, you should not have an unforgiving attitude, but you should have it over her head. You should. If she trying to change things about you that don't need to change, you shouldn't care what she think or what she say. These women be trying to make you monogamous knowing that they ain't even 10% of what you need in a woman. The nerve of some of these people talking about this monogamy stuff. And they so freaking lazy, they want you to themselves, so you gonna have a whole bunch of stuff undone. Walking around stinking because she ain't washing your clothes. You gotta wash your own clothes and practically hers too. What's up with that? So, these women talking about that monogamy, okay, I got questions for you. And that's gonna be my next video. I'm gonna do a video on that today too. The monogamy questionnaire, I'm gonna call it. So, if people doing right by you, doing something for you, supporting what you're doing, your endeavors, teaming up with you, you should care a little bit about what they think, and you should listen to them somewhat. If they telling you right and something, see, this is why you gotta have your own wisdom. Because when you got a little wisdom, you know when somebody telling you right, and it's not just their perception, which could be wrong. Your wisdom is gonna kind of guide you into who you should listen to and who you shouldn't. So, let's say you got a boss at work that's just vouching for you, that's sticking their neck out for you, that is trying to show you everything, show you the ropes. Should you care what he think? Of course you should. You should. And you should try to make him look good by the way you do things, because they care about you. They looking out for you. Okay, flip side. What if you have a boss that no matter what you do is not good enough? He ain't respecting you. He talk to you any kind of way. You shouldn't care what he think, especially if you're making a lot. Don't get into this emotional battles on high-paying jobs with people who don't like you anyway. You can't impress them. Forget them. Because what happens is you're going to go through your struggles if you quit the job prematurely. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I'm speaking from wisdom right now. You got a job that's giving you a good lifestyle, but your boss don't like you. If it get to a point of unbearable, then find something else first. But the thing about finding something else is sometimes that next place could be even worse. So you should know whether or not you even need to find something else, or whether or not you need to do a better job of ignoring people. Now let's talk about your kids. When it comes to you establishing rules, showing the kids the proper way to live life, you shouldn't care what they think. But in terms of how you treat them, and if you do something wrong, you should apologize. That's caring what they think. Like if you say something wrong to your kids, or you handle a situation wrong, that's where you should care what they think and you should apologize. But if you stand on your kids, let's say your kids hanging with the wrong crowd, or they trying to do drugs, or they trying to go the wrong way, you shouldn't care what they think. You don't care about me. You keep going to prison. I'm not finna spend all my money sending you money in prison. If that's the life you want to live, then do it on your own. Keep me out of it. That's a situation where you shouldn't care what they think. See how that works? Because then sometimes, let me make a point. Sometimes when you care what people think at the wrong times, that's when you get manipulated. I'm going to say it again. When you care what the wrong people think, or at the wrong times, that's when you get manipulated. That's when these preachers manipulate you. Y'all be having these preachers on the same level as God. Ain't nobody on this level. I'm a buck against any preacher that try to act like I'm supposed to look at him like he on the same level, and I will leave his church. You nowhere near the Most High. You ain't fooling me. Do I look gullible to you? So, on a short list, unless proven otherwise, you should not care what most people think. You shouldn't care what them people in your church think. If you think it's all right to drink and you not overdoing it, you just having you a little drink to unwind, maybe you need to go to a different church. Maybe you shouldn't be in that church with them people that's making their own righteousness and their own rules. Y'all care what people think, and it shows, because it be places you should break away from, and people you should break away from that you don't, because you care too much what they think. And that's why we're doing this video. That's why we're doing this video. Your old friends, they all kick it. They try to say you think you all that now, because your friends are doing drugs, but you ain't. You shouldn't care what they think. In fact, stop calling them friends. Why do we call people friends based on what they did in the past? You should call people friends based on who they are to you right now. If me and you hung together when I was 17, but now I see you have talking, you on Facebook, you don't like my posts, all this, you done dropped down. You ain't no friend, you an associate. Because I knew you at one point, that makes you an associate. A friend, you a person that I could call on when I'm down, or I could get some help from, or get a ride, this, that, and the other. You ain't no friend every time somebody call you, you always got an excuse, a song and a dance. That's not a friend. You don't ever invite them to nothing. That's not a friend. That's somebody that you shouldn't care what they think or what they talking about. You vote for Trump. People holding it against you. Trump versus Biden? Come on now. Is that really an issue? Is it really a dilemma who to vote for out of those two? You shouldn't care what they think. Shouldn't care what they think. Y'all care what people think that you shouldn't even be talking to or be around. And sometimes it be some isolated incidents where a person do help you and they is supportive towards you, but you still shouldn't care what they think in situations, especially those where you know they wrong about something. Some people you still shouldn't care what they think. You definitely shouldn't care what no woman you divorced think. Or do. You divorced her. Move on. She'll be talking, trying to get you jealous and stuff. First of all, we divorced for a reason. Why should I be jealous of anything you do or say? Y'all need to start judging these people by how they do you, not how they do somebody else. And even when they treat somebody else, that should make you look at them even more in a negative light, because you should be like, well, they ain't do that for me, so forget them. And so these women that they'll remarry some other dude and be trying to treat him like a king, but then they'll be like, picture this. They wasn't having sex with you part of why you divorced, but now they want you to watch the kids while they honeymoon and have sex with him. Man, you do that, you stupid. You stupid. Be like, nope, it ain't my week. Sorry. No, I wouldn't even say sorry. I would, if that was me, I'd just be like, nope, do that on your week. Do that on the week when I got them. Don't try to do it on a week when you're supposed to have it. You wanted to play this little child support and this little game when we see them. Don't plan nothing when you supposed to have it. Don't do nothing extra when these women put you through that. You shouldn't care what they think. Don't do nothing extra. Nothing. And you definitely shouldn't care who this new ninja is. F you. Especially if he like a bum dude, I think you should hit him with child support, you know what I'm saying? Because he know it's going to be more money in his house. Man, go get you a job, bum. Get these dudes. When you out in public, you shouldn't care what none of these people you don't know think. People be blowing the horn at me, man, I just be looking like, I just keep going. I don't even respond no more. Because if they come to me with some garbage, I'm going to do my best to make sure they get handled. People, you'll be driving regular and people will blow at you. Mad at you for turning. How you going to get mad at me for turning? I'm turning. You could have a signal on long before that. They're still, I don't care what they think. They be yelling at you, I just look at them and keep going. You don't matter, man. You're not finna ruin my day. This is my day. People be letting people ruin their day. Why should you even care what they think, man? Your coworkers don't like you. Okay, how much you making on that job? Well, I got a 2-story house, 5,000 square feet. Oh, really? I got 100,000 in the, I ain't talking about myself, I'm talking about somebody else. I got 100,000 in the bank. Or they say I got 300,000 in the bank. Oh, so you're a prime candidate that shouldn't care what the bleep your coworkers think. Look what you getting. See? Y'all see how that work, right? Y'all see how that work? I'm looking in the camera. You shouldn't care. Your cousin don't call you no more. You shouldn't care. Forget him. If you get rich, why you calling me now? You ain't called me in 2 years. See how that work? You shouldn't care what they think. People that could have been close to you, could have been friends with you. Now you doing good in life, and now they want to look you up. When I was down, where was you at? I know where you was at. You was distancing yourself from me. Ninja, move around. You shouldn't care what they think. See, at this point in my life, it's all about me. But people who are down for me, show me love, support, this, that, and the other, trying to help me reach my goals and stuff, I kind of care what they think. I want to do right by them just like they do right by me. Everybody else, oh, did I do that? Not the prophet. There's another one. You got a problem with me. You ain't gonna give me a problem. You ain't gonna make me change my outlook on life. Life is grand to me. Every day I wake up and I'm healthy or I'm semi-healthy. That's a day to appreciate. F what you talking about. You can put forget in there if you want to be PG-13. Because you are just a person. Now, who you should always care what they think is the Most High. Always. The Most High. I always care what he thinks. That's what makes me honest with y'all. Because I don't care what y'all think. If he see me, we should always care what the Most High think, because that's who we're going to stand before. And we want to be in his kingdom with him. We don't want to be getting tormented by him. We don't want to be cast into the lake of fire. So, always him. But you know what's weird about some of y'all? Y'all care about what everybody think but him. You just think he gonna just accept you, even though you ignore him every day. You don't talk to him. You don't thank him that you woke up in the morning. I think I need to drink some water. My lips feel dry. You know how your chin start moving? Your jaw? Yeah, I ain't drunk enough fluids today. I had an energy drink. That's it. And you already know sometimes those can dehydrate you. So I can see my cheek moving. That's dehydration. My lips feel dry. But y'all get what I'm saying. I can go to my next thing. The monogamy questionnaire. Stay tuned.